Hello children, as your exams are almost finished and maybe everyone's finished and now you're going to go, like those who were in 8th class, they are going to go in 9th class. And when you're going in 9th class, you have to start from the beginning for the board exams. So when you're going in 9th class, you should start your preparation within a structure, and that structure you will understand when you will understand the syllabus provided by the Cbse. So today my purpose is to discuss that syllabus. Yes, you can see this is 23-24 session syllabus, but as there is no new syllabus updated on Cbse's website, so we are going to continue with this only, and if there is any new syllabus, I'll make a video on that also. So let's discuss the syllabus in detail. You need to understand how you need to prepare, because till now you were getting some chapters in like both terms. Now you will get the whole book, whole syllabus in your final exam. So you need to plan properly. You need to go through a structure of your syllabus, and then you should learn like that. So let's begin. So as you can see here, 9th and 10th both content is there, but we will discuss only 9th, and on some other day we'll be discussing 10th also. So for 9th we see there is structure, course structure, then we have course content, then list of map, which is very important, then guidelines for internal assessment. Internal assessment nowadays are very important because you get 20 marks directly from there. So we'll be discussing that also. Then we have prescribed textbooks list that we will discuss, and then we have project work of 9th class, and then we have interdisciplinary project of 9th class. So we'll be discussing all this, but we'll start from the importance of the social science subject and what are the objectives to learn social science, right? Till the time you don't understand the objective, you will not get the result which exactly it wants. So let's begin with the importance, that is rationale, and then we'll be discussing the that objective, learning objectives. So both are important for us. So if we talk about the importance of this subject social science make you understand the whole country, plus the world, the political structure, the economic condition, society, plus the physical earth, like the earth's physical features. So everything you learn from social science, and that's why this subject became more rational, and we here develop a kind of or you can say sense of responsibility towards the society, towards the country, and even towards the earth. Okay, so this is why we need to learn social science. And if we see its curriculum, the syllabus, we see that content is from history, geography, political science, economics. There are some elements of sociology and commerce as well. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to learn in this 9th class. Okay, so let's go to the next thing, that is learning objective. What are the objectives? So as I said, we need to become, after like you are in 9th class, so if you're learning in 9th class, after this class you should have a sense of diversity of your country, and with that how we are celebrating unity. Okay, that appreciation for your physical features of your country, plus the diversity in physical features as well. So we'll be talking about that. Also we'll learn about the neighboring countries, and yes, you have learned about the neighboring countries in 6th class also. What will be the different thing here? Here the different thing will be that we will learn those neighboring countries with the help of the current situation. Like we should do a little bit research about the different countries which are in our neighboring territory, and what are the roles in today's world, how they are important for us, what are our relation with them. So it's a kind of geopolitics also, if you want to learn it that way. Okay, so that is also important here. Also we need to understand the environment. We should have the understanding of climate. We should have the understanding of the challenges which our contemporary India is facing, whether it is environmental, economic, social, everything, which is like a developmental process. And then you will face certain problems, such challenges, and then how would you confront them? What are the ways we can think, like what are the ways we can develop our problem solving skills towards these problems, whatever we have discussed, like related to environment, economics, social, all these. So that is what we should learn. This should be our objective when we are learning this subject, social science, in ninth class, okay, and 10th as well. So these are the things. Plus we should develop the leadership quality. That leadership quality will be developing in ourselves when we'll understand from the past what were the mistakes which the leaders made, or what were the things which made some people leaders. That is also what we are going to learn from here. So that is also an objective, that we want our children to identify their leadership qualities, and how would they lead the society, how would they bring the changes in the society. That we are going to develop here. That is the objective of the subject. When you're learning this subject, these things should develop in you. Then there are certain responsibility. Being a citizen of the country, you are going to be a citizen after 18 years, like you are still, but after that you'll be a responsible adult, and you have certain responsibility. How would you tackle them? How would you fulfill them? How would you be dutiful towards your country? That is also going to be understood by you when you're going to learn the subject matter, the content of ninth and 10th syllabus. Okay, so this is how we should understand the objective of the subject. Okay, learning objective. When you're learning the subject, you should not learn it for just for the marks which are given here. No, you should learn for these purposes. Okay, because any subject is going to teach you the way of life. Okay, it will teach you how to live the life. So you should take the subject that way only. Okay, now we'll be talking about the different books and their content, what is going to be the part of your exam, which you have to learn and which you have to explore. So first book we have history, which is India and the contemporary world. So from the name you understand, we'll be learning India, and we'll learn with that the contemporary world, like what was happening at that time. When we're talking about India, what was happening in the world at that time. Okay, in 8th class you learned about many things which were happening during this Indian national movement, and at that time something was happening in the world. We'll connect those dots and we'll try to understand what was the condition in the world. Okay, next we have socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. So first it is the French Revolution. Europe, as we all know, Europe was the place from where these terminologies like democracy, fraternity, and liberty, it came from there. So these all words came from there. So the idea of revolution started from Europe. So we'll be learning some events from there, like big events like the French Revolution, then the Russian Revolution we'll be learning in second chapter, and the third chapter would be Nazism and the rise of Hitler in Germany. So we'll be learning about Germany, which was like a great power at that time, and we can say the reason for first and second world war. So we'll be learning about them. Then we have okay, these chapters are going to be the full-fledged chapter, and there will be certain events, there will be the whole process of these revolutions. So we'll be learning it completely, okay, to understand the world at that time when we were having our Indian national movement, or India was suffering from colonization. So we'll be learning all these things, and these chapters are going to come completely in your final exams and in your PA1, PA2, and many other whatever exams are there. So that, and now what marks division is, so total 80 mark is there, and you would get 20 20 20 for each, like 20 for history, 20 for geography, 20 for political science, and 20 for economics. So the same way it is written here, these three chapters are going to come in your exam like completely. So 18 marks for the chapters, and map pointing will be of 2 marks. Here you will get the clues to identify the places which will be marked on the map. You need to identify, and you have to write what exactly that place is. So this is the bifurcation of 20 marks into 18 plus 2. Then we have 2 more chapters which are related to livelihoods, economies, and society. So at that time when we are learning all these processes and events in first unit section, we'll be learning about the forest society and colonialism in India and in the other part where these European powers were ruling, okay. So we'll be learning about them, but here as you can see it is written that this chapter, the 4th chapter, is going to be the part of interdisciplinary project, okay. So it will be a part of internal assessment, okay. Out of 20, as you know that there are 20 marks internal assessment, 5 marks will be your pen paper test. It will be related to your PA1 and PA3, okay. Then we will be having many other things like portfolio, multiple assessment, subject enrichment. So these things are going to be in your internal assessment, which we will be talking further, okay. So 5 marks, this is for internal assessment, you should understand this, okay. It is out of 20, okay. Now the next we have fifth chapter, which is pastoralists in the modern world. They also played important role in our world or in history, so that would also be learned, and there will be few topics which we will learn from this chapter. So that is your rationalized syllabus, which you will see in your book, okay. And it will also be the part of only periodic assessment, so no final in final exam you will not see any question from here, okay. Now we will come to geography. So in geography you can see there we have 6 chapters, out of which 1 chapter is going to be the part of interdisciplinary project, plus the 1 map pointing from this own, the map pointing will be from this natural vegetation and wildlife, which is the 5th chapter, and from there only we have interdisciplinary project as a part of multiple assessment. Here it is multiple assessment, and here this was multiple assessment both. So you have 2 multiple assessment projects, you can see, okay. Now first chapter of this is India size and location. So when you are talking about India size and location, you have learned this earlier also in 6th class, but here you will learn in more details. You will learn more details about the physical division, you will learn about your neighboring countries, and you will learn these things through map as well. So it is going to be interesting and easy if you are going to be like little bit logical, plus you have a little bit like memories of 6th class, so you will learn it easily. Next we have physical features of India. Again you have learned it in 6th class, but it will be more in details, like you would learn a lot about the northern plains, you will learn about peninsular plateau, many things about it, like the division of peninsular plateau, then Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat, a lot of things about Eastern Ghats and Western Ghat, okay. So there will be a lot of things in this, but if you have learned properly in 6th class, and if you remember the things, you will be easily learning all this, okay. Next we have drainage. In drainage you will learn about the river system of India, and it's good that you are going to learn only the river system. So I'm saying only river system because you're going to learn river system of India only, so it is going to be easy for you, Okay, you will be learning about perennial rivers, and you will learn about the mountain. Okay, next we have climate chapter. In climate, as I'm saying, you have already learned all these topics, but because these are in detail, so you will learn that also in detail. And there are many technical things like jet stream, El Nino effect, so that is going to be difficult, but if you are going to learn it sincerely, you will learn it easily, don't worry. Next we have chapter number 6, which is population, which is quite similar to your human resource. If you have the memories of human resource, you will be easily learning this. There are many like factual details, 2011 census data we should remember, then it will be easy. Okay, so when we see the bifurcation of marks here, you have 5 chapters for your theoretical part, and 3 marks will be map pointing, which is going to be from all the chapters, but mainly it is saying from this natural vegetation and wildlife. So from here you have to learn only map, and from other chapters also you have to learn map list is given in later slides or pages. Okay, let's see that. Now next we have political science. So political science book name is Democratic Politics number 1. The second part will be in 10th class. So here 5 chapters are there, and there's no such confusion. 5 chapters simply given. First chapter name is what is democracy, why democracy. Second chapter is constitutional design. Constitutional design, if you remember again, if you remember 8th class first chapter of your political science, you will be able to do it very easily. Then we have electoral politics, where you will learn about the election and the way it is conducted, what is the role of election commission of India, and how the political parties are contesting election, and what are the constitutional constituencies. So you will be learning all this in this chapter. Then we have working of institutions, where you will be learning about the different government bodies, how they work. Like if we talk about the government executive part, so how it implements, enforce the laws, how it aware people about the laws. Okay, and how the laws are made. So you'll be learning about working of institution in this way. Okay, next we have democratic rights. So we have a lot of rights, we'll be learning about those rights, and after learning those rights, we'll try to understand our duties as well. Okay, so these are the things which you are going to learn from these chapters, and these chapters are going to be of 20 marks. So so you have to learn the same way you're learning other books. Okay, now if you see the number of periods, don't get confused. From here, different school have different timings and different periods, so they arrange it like that, so you don't have to worry about the periods. Okay, next we have economics. Very very easy, don't get confused, or don't get like very like tensed why we have to learn this one more like book. It is going to make your learning very interesting and easy, because there are 4 chapters and 4 are easy. Like you learn them if you read the newspaper, if you talk about the political scenario, if you talk about the society, what are the problems, how we are dealing with them, like poverty, like unemployment. These are the problems, so how we deal with it, how the government is doing certain things to improve the condition. That is the thing. And people as a resource, you have learned that human resource chapter in 8th class, so you will be able to relate and you will learn it easily. One chapter which is very interesting, that is the story of Palampur, village Palampur. This type of concept we had in 6th class, where we used to have certain stories from the village, and we used to learn things from that only. So this is going to be interesting. And the first chapter is going to be assessed only for periodic assessments like PA1 or PA3, like unit tests. So there it will be assessed. So last 3 chapters, like second, third and fourth, are going to be for 20 marks. First chapter is for periodic assessment also, so no need to worry about it. Now if you see every chapter's detailed learning objective, I think this is not going to be like very important for you. These are for teachers, they'll be reading it, but if you read it, you will understand what you're going to learn in these chapters. Kind of summary you will get from these things. Okay, so yes, this is it, and this is going to be very easy. Now this, there is the list of maps you can see. In history we have French Revolution and socialism in Europe. So from there you see French, four places were very important: Bordeaux, Nantes, then ye Paris and Marseilles. So you will be learning all this four places. Then in socialism in Europe you have places from World War, like the Central Power, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Turkey, Ottoman Empire, Allied powers, France, England, Russia and USA. So you will be marking all these on world map. You need to practice a lot, otherwise you will not be able to do these two maps. So these are going to be technical. Next we have geography. Geography mein you can see, first we have India size and location, where you will be learning states and capital, which you learn from 6th class or maybe 5th class. So that's going to be easy. Next we have Tropic of Cancer, 6th class mein you have practiced. Then standard meridian, 6th class mein again you have practiced. Neighboring countries also you have practiced. So you're going to be easy with these things. These are not new for you. Then Indian physical features, we have mountain ranges. This is going to be new thing, and you have to learn these things sincerely. Then mountain peaks, then plateau, then coastal plains. So you have to learn all these. When you're learning the chapters, you'll get all these things, don't worry. Then a drainage system, as I told you, rivers, there will be rivers you have to learn, peninsular rivers, and then you have to learn Himalayan rivers. So Himalayan rivers you all are aware, and I think peninsular rivers are also like very easy. Once you go through it, you practice it, you'll be getting it all easily. Lakes, we have Buller Lake, we have Pulicat Lake, Sambar Lake, Chilka Lake. Oh, again easy, you can do it, no problem. Then we have climate. So in this there is going to be something a little bit technical. You learned in 6th class the thematic map. These are going to be thematic map: annual rainfall in India and monsoon winds direction. These are going to be thematical map. There will be one theme, and you have to like mark the rainfall, highest rainfall, lowest rainfall, moderate rainfall. So that is going to be a little bit difficult, but yes, if you do it, it will be easy. Next we have population. From there, population density of all states. So earlier you learned overall India's density, and it was 382 per square kilometer. Now you're going to learn state wise density, and then you will mark. Again, it is going to be a thematic map, the state having highest and lowest density of population. So that is easy, you can do it, no problem. Now next we have internal assessment. As I told you, there is the division of internal assessment in 4 parts: periodic assessment, which is going to be pen paper test, unit test, periodic assessment, PA1, PA2, like that. Not PA1, PA2, it's PA1 and PA3. I don't know, like it is different in different schools, so you see it accordingly. Then we have multiple assessment, in which so many activities will be conducted throughout the year, and you will be judged according to that, you will be assessed according to that. Okay, so there will be quiz, debate, role play, viva, group discussion, visual expression, interactive bulletin boards, gallery walks, exit cards. Then you have concept maps. Concept maps are going to help you learn things easily. So start making concept maps once you learn the chapter. You start making it. Take the inspiration of it from YouTube videos. I may be making some videos on concept maps. Okay, peer assessment, it's going to be very fun if you do it, and you do it. Like your peer is going to help you learn things, and they are more helpful in the age where you are. So teachers are going to help you, but your peer are going to help you more in this way, peer assessment. So it's going to be interesting. Self assessment, you will assess yourself, how you're learning. It will motivate you to do self study. And then through interdisciplinary project also, there will be interdisciplinary project, which we have seen in 2 chapters, of one of geography and one from your history. So that is also going to be assessed here. Then we have subject enrichment, where you will get a project on disaster management. You learned about disaster, industrial disaster in your 8th class. You learned about natural disaster in 7th class. So you are going to take one disaster, such kind of disaster, and you will try to find out how you can, like, there will be some case studies where you will find how many places where these disasters took place, and then you will find out the measures to reduce the risk of, like, destruction. Okay, so this is again, it is going to be very easy. Then portfolio is basically when you do things whole year, you learn many things, and you present your learning from beginning to end of the session in one folder. You show how many maps you have practiced, you show how many activities you have done, you have made some posters, art integrated topics, on art integrated topics, like you're integrating things from science, maths, and then your and art also, like you are drawing something, poster making, art, can be your, like, slogan writing. So those things are going to be compiled in a folder, and that will become your portfolio, which will be assessed in final exam, like, no, not final exam, term 1, term 2, 2 time it will be assessed. So this is again very good. When you're learning, these things are going to enhance your learning. You will learn many things doing these activities. So these are very, very interesting and important. Then you have the list of the books which are mentioned here. History, you have India and the contemporary world, one. Why? Because this is part 1, and in 10th you will learn part 2. So it is a process from 9 to 10th to reach to the board. Okay, so take it like that, and all the best for your new session. Thank you so much.